Good morning, everybody. It's Jean-Marie. So I thought I would work with the November box and make some pretty Christmas jewelry today. It's a little overcast here. It's chilly. It certainly feels like we're going to get snow. So I thought making some Christmas jewelry would just be a nice way to spend today. So I have a couple of little somewhat quick projects in mind. But they'll make some really pretty Christmas jewelry for wearing to work or to a Christmas party or just gifting. So we're going to use some of these crystal beads, and I don't think I have out enough. I'm going to get probably more of those out. But those are the triangular crystal beads that we got. We're going to use 5 of these pretty red beaded beads. I honestly don't know what they're called. I can't even remember, but you know, that's me. We're going to use 3 of the bead caps on them and 3 on the earring as well. My idea was to make it look like a little Christmas ornament and then add the sparkle to it with the just to give it that look of like tinsel hanging off your ornaments on a Christmas tree. So that was my thought on this. I am going to be using a piece of Coriana chain, and this did come from the sister store. Quite frequently they'll have Coriana chain in there in gold, silver, and rose gold. And when they do, I try to grab some of it and stock up a little bit. So I do have a length of Coriana chain. I'm not really sure how big I want it yet. Let me just kind of gauge it around my neck real quick. I think I pretty much want to just take the piece that came in the bag, and I think it's 1 meter. And I'm just going to cut it in half. This should give me a pretty good amount to work with. Should be just about right. I don't want it to be a super long necklace, but I want it to hang long enough to show, you know, so that it's yeah. So it kind of brushes the top of any like scooped neck shirt or dress that you might be wearing. Is basically my thought there. And I didn't get out any crimp beads, so I need those. Working with Coriana chain, you are going to want crimp beads, and you want the really small kind. The little 1 millimeter one. My words don't want to form today. The little 1 millimeter type. Get out the wrong drawer. These little ones here. Put my drawers back, because if I don't, my cats will be into them. Alright. So we want these little tiny, and speaking of the cat, here he comes. Say hi, Jinx. Say hi to everybody. Oh yeah, they just want to look right up your ear. Let me try to get him out of the way without bumping too much. Actually, that wasn't Jinx, that was Waffles. They're hard to tell apart now. Her markings are very different. And of course, she has a different face, but yeah, when they're just kind of a big orange blob in front of the camera, they kind of look alike. Okay, so here we go with this. So my thoughts on this are, if I can try to explain it. Okay, the sparkles are not going to dangle from these like they did on the earrings. So I kind of want them central like this. Of course, I want the little toppers on them so they look like little ornaments. Then I thought, string some of these in between. Trying to keep it kind of simple and classic instead of over the top super sparkly, I guess. And not super sparkly, but super drapey. So I thought that would be my central piece, and then crimp it, and then kind of go up the chain a little bit with some more, and then up again with some more, doing this on the Coriana chain. So I don't know. What do you think? Should I do that, or should I add Just a little sparkle to the end of it dangling. Decisions, decisions. I don't know, I almost kind of think it needs the drape. Now I kind of want that in there. Of course, you can do yours any way you feel like. You can add tons of drape to it. I do need to pause for a second because my cat is destroying the directions I have over there. Apologies for that. If I leave anything with paper around, they get into it. So, let's see. I do want to add drape. I want to add the dangles. I want to add the glitz. Okay, I'm going to move most of these right out of the way because I have way too many of them out here. I did not intend to spill so many, but that was right when the cat jumped up and it kind of caught me by surprise. And I end up spilling. So, okay, so we're going to need 3 eye pins. So I had 3 head pins out for it because that's what I was going to go with. But we'll use the 3 head pins instead. And it's just as simple, well, just as simple as finding that hole is. Go up through it and put on a cap. And that will just create this cute little Christmas ornament look. Gosh, my cats are wild this morning. They're into everything. Just going to bend it over the top. Trim it off. Grab my round nose here. And of course, just do a simple turn back, make that loop. And these pieces are as easy as that. So all 5 of them technically for the earring as well. You're gonna have 3 for the necklace, 2 for the earrings. It'll just be that simple. Just put the bead on, put the cap on, bend it over, trim it off, and roll it back. I might have cut that one a little too long. Doesn't really want to roll back quite right, but we'll make it work. There we go. It looks pretty good. Again, one more time, and I've already done the one for the earring, so it's exactly the same. Okay, and I think these just make the cutest little ornaments. I think they're just perfect for that with the cap on it. Just gives it that cute little ornament look. Roll it back. And there's the 3 for the necklace. Okay. So now I do need some chain from the box because I need that to hang the next pieces from. And how many do I want to hang from it? Do I want to do it in half with just one hanging from each? I think I do. I think I'm going to cut off. I think I'm going to cut off 6 links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to cut it up here on this one. Repair cutters I own is bad. There we go. Okay, so I want to hang it so that I have 3 on one side and 2 on the other. So I'm going to hang it from one of the 3rd rings there. The center 3. There should be 3 and 3 because we have 6. And I'm going to just open this up. I'm going to try to. If I had the right side, it would help. No, I've moved it on myself. Come on. And just hook it into one of those 3rd ones. No jinx. No waffles. You need to get down. Apologies, I know you can't see much with the cat in the way. Okay. So now I have it attached with one a little bit longer and one a little bit shorter, because I have 3 on one and 2 on the other. And I'm just going to take a couple of ball head pins. Last week I got lucky and they were asleep when I recorded. I got 2 videos done and they never woke up. Today they're going to be up through the whole thing. So we're going to do our normal up, over, and around like we do every time we make a wrapped loop. We're going to put it in one of the ends of the chain, snap it into place, grab my other pliers, hold on to the loop, grab the end of my wire and wrap it. Give it 3 nice wraps, nice and sturdy, nice and clean. Camera doesn't want to focus on it evidently. There we go. Trim that off. Okay. And then we're going to repeat that on the next one. So another ball head pin. Let's get that link out of there. They've gotten so big. Jinx has to go next month to be neutered. Or spayed, whichever one the male cat gets. I think it's neutered. I'm pretty sure it's neutered. Anyways, he's not going to enjoy it regardless of what you want to call it. But it needs to be done, so he's going to be going to get his done soon, and then she's going to follow behind him. Maybe that will calm them down just a little bit. It certainly can't hurt. Okay. Yeah, I think that's real pretty. I think that's going to look, let's see if I can, so you can actually see it. I think that's going to look nice hanging from it. But now my question is, do I want to do just the center one and then do them like this? Or, which I've already put loops on there, so that's, nope. You got me losing all my beads. Go away. I've already put, yeah, I think we're just going to continue with the hanging because I've already put the opened rings on, so we might as well just continue. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure I've got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the cat just knocked over all my crimp beads. Honey, you need to go. I know. It looks really fun up here, doesn't it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. And this is pretty much, this and the earrings, the only place I'm going to use the actual chain that came in the box for this particular necklace set. Waffles, honey, you cannot be up here. Go play. She is not listening to me at all. Just like having kids. Oh, and that's the other one coming from the opposite side. So, okay, all else fails, give them food. That'll keep them occupied for a minute. Okay, so let's get 2 more of these for each one. Get all 4 of these ready to go. All right, got all 4 of those ready. May as well just attach them to each end of the chain while we're here. Just get that to snap in there for me. Find my pliers. Do be careful when you're wrapping up against these little crystals because they are soft and they will break. So if you can't quite get 3 wraps in, just stick with 2. It's fine. It's going to hold it. No worries there. It's not going to go anywhere. I have been doing a lot of crocheting. I was up until midnight last night crocheting because I've been trying to get ready for a craft fair. It's a Black Friday 3-day craft fair. So I'm trying to get a lot of product together. My fingers do not want to function right now. They're like, no, we've had enough. There's that one ready. And we'll do this one. I know this is a little tedious. You really don't have to watch every single one. If you want to skip ahead, please do. But for anyone that's new out there and wants to see the steps again and again, this little bit of repetition here. One more to go. I am so good to get some new cutters. Oh my gosh, these are terrible. Oh, I hit the jackpot. We have this store in our town that's called Martin's. It's a surplus salvage store, and they're always getting stuff from stores that are closing or stores that have had water or smoke damage, or they get stuff from everywhere. It is exactly what it says, surplus salvage. They had a closeout store, craft store stuff come in. They had everything from diamond art to acrylic painting and oil painting, jewelry making. Yay! I mean, they had all kinds of yarn craft stuff, but they had beadalon wire and tools, and they had Zuron tools, tons of Zuron. Everything in there was 50% off. It was amazing. I spent way too much money. I think I spent almost $300. It was crazy. I spent like $130, and then I went back again and spent over $100. So yeah, it was not a good choice, but it was such a, when am I ever going to see that kind of deal again? So I took full advantage of it, I have to admit. Of course, my bills now have to take back seat because I spent my bill money, but hey, whatever. What did I do? I think, oh, okay, there it goes. I thought I went through 2 rings at the same time, but I guess I didn't. It was just hung up there a little bit. But yeah, I was so happy. I was like, Merry Christmas to me. I got like silk cord for, like doing tied knotted pearls, that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, they just had so much stuff. I was like, oh, I really wish I could just take everything there. Oh well, can't have it all, Shamri. I certainly did get a bit. I really did. I'm so happy to have found it. Okay, these are ready. All right, let's start stringing. So I want 3 of these beauties. 1, 2, come on. Again, my fingers do not want to work today. 2 and 3. And then I want to put on one of these. Make sure they're closed good and tight because they will come off that Coriana chain. It's fairly thin. Okay, and then I'm putting 2 in between each one. I think my cut's not very good right there, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm having trouble getting it in there. Let me see if I can't just squash that down just a bit. Seems to be helping. 1 and 2. I might have to go 3 to give it enough length to clear each other. I'm not sure yet. 2, let me check. I might have to go more. We'll see. The biggest hole in here and I can't hit it. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, let's see. They're definitely hanging too close together. I think maybe it's even going to take 4. Maybe 5. Who knows? We'll just add them until it looks good. You know what? I think I'm just going to go with 5. Why not? We certainly got plenty of them in the box. No reason to skimp on them. Alright. Let's see how that looks. Oh, much better. Much, much better. Okay. And these beads do kind of have like a direction. There's like a, like you can see here, some of them look like they're stacking and then some of them look like they go off the opposite direction. I'm not going to mess with that. I want them to just kind of be random. I kind of wish those 3 hadn't lined up actually, but they did. I'm not going to take it off and redo them. But I do like them to be a little random. That's what I like about these beads, is that there is no, you don't have, see, those 2 kind of offset each other very nicely. I suppose if I was doing something that I wanted that stack to look, I'd be a little more picky about it. Alright, that's 5. Yes. Okay, now I think I want to go back and add 2 more to that one and make that one 5. So I'm just going to add 5 to this one first. I can see the hole. Oh my goodness. I need to go out and start decorating my yard for Christmas before it gets too cold out there. Now I'm going to the other end and adding 2 more for the side that I started on with 3. I just want to finish up with 5 like the rest now. Because it is cold really fast. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. I wish it showed on the camera how pretty it actually is. So much sparkle to it. Okay, I want to take my ends and try to get the cat's back. Get everything down to the center as much as possible. Even it up. So when I crimp, everything is pretty much where it's supposed to be. Honey, you can't lay up here. She's so clingy lately. So I'm just going to put on my, try to put on one little crimp bead. Yep. Why don't we just get up here and make a mess there, dear? Okay, well, it's right down there on that top bead. I'm just going to give it a little squish. That'll help hold everything in place while I bring one down on this side. I know. Why don't you go lay on the couch? One on this side. Bring it down. Whoops, I had it on there. Let's play chase the bead. It wants to go on there, it just won't. Alright, let me see if I can find one with a little bit bigger hole in it. Jinx, honey. No. I'm sorry. But no. She's not going to take no for an answer. Okay, so I got my crimp bead down there. And bring it right down. Let everything just kind of drop to the next one. And get on there with my pliers and just give it a little squish. And now nothing's going to go anywhere. That's all centered on my chain. Looking very, very pretty. So now I just need to pick up another crimp bead on each side of my chain. So I'm going to try to get it this way because sometimes this works easier for me. I think I have that same one, so I need a bigger hole. Oh my word, she's back. Okay, now I can figure out how far down I want it to go. I think I want that much space looks good. It's just about an inch, maybe a little over an inch. I'm not going to measure it, but the next ones I will measure against each other. Just get that little squish. And once again, bring in my beautiful little crystals here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? No, you want to get into my beads. And number 3. No, I think I need to pinch the end of this one like I did the other one. I think that's my problem here. Yes. Okay. Add another crimp bead to it. big difference. Even that went on so much better. Okay, get back in, give it a little smush. It'll start to look like this. That is so pretty. I think I'm gonna do one more before I end it and go to the link, attaching the toggle. And this is the toggle that came in the box. So now we'll go to the other side and put on another crimp bead. So this one I do want to try to line up as much as possible with this one. And like I said, I'm not going to measure, so it's probably not going to be probably exact. But if I can get it somewhat close, I'll be happy with that. I think that looks pretty good right there. Oops, and then I move it. There. Okay. So we will put our 5 on the side. I have beads everywhere now. Thank you, cats. My fireplace kicking on. Okay, there is 5. And again with a crimp bead. Okay, so there is the crimp bead on there. Get in, give it a smush. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat this with another section of 5 right here. If you want to end it right here, that's perfectly fine. It's obviously going to be just as pretty. So I'm going to do this next section and I'll be back because I do have another project in mind today. I'm not sure if I'll get to it on this one or not. So if not, it'll just be a second video, which probably it should anyways. But okay, so let me get this done and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I think it's looking very, very, very pretty, very festive. Nice and sparkly for the holidays, Christmas parties, work parties, all that fun stuff. I think it'll be very, very pretty. Okay, so now I'm just going to end it, which I need to get out some clamshells to end it because of the fact that it is Cory on a chain. Let me see if I can find some that have the double end because I like those so much better. Okay, so these are finding number 2133 from the Bargain Bead Box. Bead Box Bargains. Bargain Bead Box. The store, anyway. Whatever the other one is. So I'm just going to put on my clamshell right down over my Coriana chain so that the opening is out. If I could hold on to one. And these ones are very small crimp beads and doesn't look like the hole really fits over even the Coriana chain. So I'm just going to take my bead reamer and just give it a little bit bigger hole so I can get that through there. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, so that didn't work. I might have to go with a bigger clamshell. Just open that up a little bit more and see if I can't. That might have done it. That might have done it right there. And I'm going to say no. Okay, so I need to get out a bigger clamshell. These ones are slightly bigger. These ones are not numbered, so they did come from the bargain bead box, but they're not numbered. They are a little larger, more so than I wanted, is what I'm trying to say. But I won't have to struggle with them. Just gonna let that drop on. I am going to use 2 of these crimp beads because they're very small, and that is a bigger crimp, clamshell. So I'm just going to go down to the tip here, grab my pliers, squeeze that one on, and grab another one. Squeeze that one on as well. And bring that clamshell back up over and close it right over there. And we'll do the same thing with the other end. Put the clamshell over it. I do open it slightly so it's pretty closed. Put that one down over it. And grab a crimp bead. If you can get 2 at the same time, you could probably crimp both at the same time, but I struggle with one. Well, hello. Put that on there and squeeze it down. And grab another one. And squeeze that one down. And there we go. Our necklace is almost done. Just gotta add some hardware. This one doesn't want to close for some reason. Just didn't have it centered well, I guess. There. Let's get these crimp beads out of the way now. Get these crystals out of the way. Alright, and bring in our hardware. So this is a very, very dainty set. It's going to be very, very pretty for the holidays. It'll be wonderful for gift giving. I think anyone would be happy to receive that. It's very pretty. So now I just need my jump rings. And I do want some really small ones. And I just have a little bag of mixed ones here. Don't want the ones. It's too big. Nah, those are okay. They're probably a 5mm. I really was going to go with 4, but I think these pies will be just fine. And just go through the 2 loops of your clamshell. And pick up 1 piece of your hardware. And this is a very either way necklace. You can wear it in either direction. It's non-directional, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You see the tip of the cat's tail every once in a while go by the screen. This one I knew to trim just a tiny bit. Ooh! And I just sent that whole thing flying. Well, there. After all that. It's nicely trimmed somewhere. That one looks pretty good right there. So I'm going to use that one. I think I need to trim it. Looks alright. And once again, just hook our 2 loops and our hardware. Let's close that up tight, and our necklace is done. How pretty. Isn't that lovely? I wish you guys could see the sparkle. I know it's probably not coming through on camera very well, but there is so much sparkle to that. It is so, so pretty. Okay, so let's make the other earring to this one. And again, it's pretty simple. It's just chain, some wrapped loops, some ball head pins, one eye pin, 4 little crystal. Oh, I got way more than 4 there. 4 crystals. It was 4, wasn't it? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And again with the 6 links from our chain. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut this one. Okay, got the right one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's get the necklace out of the way for a minute. So first thing I'm going to do is get all of these ready just like I did before. I'm going to get all 4 of them bent into place. Okay. So we're going to get every one of them together. So grab your wire just above your bead, give it a bend, bring your tip up into that bend, up and over, rotate your pliers, continue your loop. That's what you should have. So we should have 4 of those for our earring, for each earring. So we'll need 8 total. 2 pieces of chain at 6 links each. And you would need an eye pin to do it like we did the ones for the necklace, but I've already got this one done. Same step as we did for the necklace. Alright, one more. It's a pretty simple little project with a big impact. This would look so pretty with a black dress. All that sparkling off the black dress. Oh my gosh, that would be gorgeous. Or like a deep, deep green. I'm showing my age. Like I'm immediately thinking like deep green velvet dress, but I don't know if velvet's very popular anymore, but I think it's pretty. So I am just going to drop one of these onto the last link of the chain and try to snap it in there. Okay, there's that one, just like we were doing for the pendant piece. Give it a wrap. And then trim it off. I'm going to skip one link and go into the next one. I think that's what I did. Let me check actually. I want to make sure. Okay, put one in the end, and then I put one in the very next one, and then skipped and skipped. Okay, so I have 2 right at the end. Okay, so we're gonna go into this one right here, right above the one we just did. So it would be our 5th link. And get that to snap into place. Try not to tangle your chain all up. Get our pretty little wraps in there. Turn that right off. Okay. Now we're going to skip one link. So we're not going to go into the fourth one. We're going to go up to the third one. But this one came down on this side. So I want this one to come down on this side. That makes sense. Shoot, I went into the same one, didn't I? Let me see. Okay, so let's get this back there where it was. Okay, so I'm skipping this link and I'm going to the opposite side of the other link here. Hopefully that makes sense. Honestly, it doesn't really matter where you add them. Just add them on and they'll be just as pretty. You can even add way more than this, make it a full cluster. That would be real pretty. These would make a beautiful cluster. All that sparkle in them. Okay, so I have one more to go. Find the end of my chain again. Okay. Now I'm going up to that opposite side of the next one, which would be the fifth one on the opposite end, or the second one coming down. And again, I had 5 open links, not counting the one that's going into the earring itself. So you could, in retrospect, do 5 crystals, one in each open ring link of the chain. And I'm kind of thinking I might go back and do that. And just fill in every one of them. I gotta get the end though first to get that out of the way. Okay. I kind of think I do want to put in the one in the middle there. Fill in the gap a little bit. So I'm going to get out 2 more crystals, 2 more ball head pins. And I might as well just fill in that one in the middle of each one. Why not? So we're just going to make another loop. Okay. Come in here and find that one we skipped in the middle. And it is that one right there. And just hook it. And add another one to it. So now we have 5. We have 6 links. Counting the link at the very bottom, we are putting a crystal on 5 of them and leaving the very top one empty to hook to our earring bauble, the little ornament piece that we made. And that means I gotta go back to this one and add one to this one. Same thing. Alright, it's pretty simple. So just, you know, if you're going to make these, just remember, add one to each chain link. No matter how many chain links you add, you could make yours super long and have like 7 or 8 of them, or you can have it short and add 2 crystals to each chain link and put one on either side, make a full cluster. I don't think anything you're going to do is going to be not pretty, because this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous collection of beads this month. So I think anything you do is going to come out real, real pretty. Okay, now let's find the open side of this. These tend to set just inside those little crystals. It makes it really hard to find the open side. But that's okay. I like the idea that it's kind of hidden down in there. Now I just got to find the link that's at the top. There it is right there. Oops. Had it. Come on now. Don't be difficult. There it is. Oh my goodness. I just can't grab it. Might have to put my piece down. I got it. Finally. I was going to say I might have to end up putting my piece down and use both hands. There. Oh my goodness, these are so pretty. Those are beautiful. Love them. Okay. Let's put the ear wire on. And then we go with our beautiful completed set. Get my tools out of the way here. Stop hitting the camera. Isn't that pretty? Wow. So pretty. I really like this one. I almost actually think I might keep this one. This is so pretty. So just a footnote, everybody. If you've enjoyed any of the projects that I've made through the past few months and are interested in any of those, I am going to, within the next 4 to 5 days, get as many of those up onto my Etsy shop as possible. So if you're interested in any of them and would like to buy them for yourself or for Christmas presents, they will be going into my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop is linked in my YouTube channel. So if you just go down to the More section and you can click on it and you can go right to my Etsy shop. It is Wildfire Jewelry Store. If you want to Google, not Google it, but search it through Etsy itself, it is Wildfire Jewelry Store. You'll recognize it by the little fireball. My name was with it, Sean Marie Soul. So, yeah. If you're interested in any of those or just like to take a look at them, they will be going up within, I would say, within the next week. I'm going to shoot for it within 5 days, but within the next week they will all be listed, or a good portion of them that I have left that I haven't sold already or gifted. So yeah, if you keep an eye out for them, there might be one of them in there that you saw me make or saw me, show on my show and tell and would like to snag. Now's the time to do it. All right. So today is Monday, November 17th or 18th. So they should be up by at least by the end of the month, by Thanksgiving anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting them probably in batches. So if you don't see them when you like it first, keep an eye out because they will be going up in batches. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to put this on a form and let you see it that way. And I was going to work on another project, but I guess I do not have enough time now. So that will be a whole nother video. Hold on and I will be right back. Here it is. This is the finished product. Very dainty. Real pretty. So if you like it, I hope you guys give it a try. Again, like I said, I think this would look really pretty with a black dress, which is why I put it on the black form. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys for joining me. Thank you so, so much. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Share. Do all the things. I really do appreciate hearing from you guys. It makes me very, very pleased when I get a comment from you guys on even just, like a little advice on something. Or I love hearing from you guys no matter what. Even the ones that are a little negative. I do learn from them, so I do appreciate it. It can be hurtful, but I appreciate it. I really do. But anyway, there she is, guys. Thank you so, so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Bye.